Alright, so this week's chapter, Fairy Tail is running around everywhere, kind of reminding us, hey, this battle's still going on, hey, this kind of thing's still happening over here, make sure you don't forget about that. Oh, that stuff with Natsu, Lucy, Brandish, and Demaria, yeah, we'll get back to that later, alright, but let's get back into this real quick. Yeah, actually doing that in one take. So we return to Eileen still extracting Fairy Heart from Mavis. And with what little strength and magic Mavis could muster up, she goes and creates a projection of Zareth. Pretty much saying, hey, I need a few minutes to talk with Mavis, you know, could you give me like a couple of minutes here? Eileen's still questioning, and freaking out of nowhere, the real Zara pops up, saying, yo, that's imposter, cut it out! But that was just enough time for Mavis to get out of there, pull the wool over Eileen's eyes, and Zara's like, alright, go after her, and Eileen's like, with pleasure. Eileen's got a little bit of a revenge going on towards Mavis right now. Trying to think of what's her end game, because we know that she's not really all too committed to Zareth, but committed just enough to do his bidding for him. Maybe she has her own plans. There's still up in the air what's going on with her. And as we see Mavis scaling the mountain thing that Fairy Tail got repositioned to, and she's saved by that fuckboy Mist. The only useful thing he's done this arc so far. And return back to the Fairy Tail members on the ground, still pushing towards getting to the guild. And here we see Jet and Joy struggling. Joy's pretty much worn out at this point, and it's like, look, guys, it's the end for him. Here we see the return of Gagio. He's got that friendship power going for him, calling these two his buddies, kind of like, you know, how he tries to redeem himself for pretty much crucifying them almost way back when. And their heartstrings are pulling, you know, we got that camaraderie going on back and forth here. I don't know, we see Pantalily come up and like, hey, you're back again. And with him, of course, we see Levy and, you know, little Gaji Levy reunion, like, hey, don't do that again, you dumbass. And it was all nice and well. And here we see Gagio, you know, turning over his new leaf. Because joining Fairy Tail was like his redemption. And through that redemption from this part, we see, you know, he's found love and he's found friendship. Something worth fighting for than he ever probably would have if he stayed in Phantom Guild, had it ever, you know, stayed operational. And of course, this brings back a little question I was wondering way back, like, what's happening with Zara? And, you know, he brings Zara with him. But right now, at this point in time, Zara is already kind of disappearing since Mavis woke up, since her consciousness is returning to her. Since in an unconscious state, that was the only way she was able to manifest herself to be a part of the Fairy Tail again, even if it was just temporary. And with that, we go back to Mavis and Mess. Mavis is asking that, how'd you guys all know where to convene? And Mess is like, we heard a voice, and it kind of clicks in her head. No way, it couldn't be, and realizes it was Zara. Within Mavis's mind, they kind of have a little reunion. Zara's like, you're doing good, take care of the guild, wish I could have stayed around, but, you know, I've been dead for about 100 years, so it's pretty much time for me to go anyway. They give each other the last little astral projection hugs, and, you know, Zara's gone again. It felt bittersweet, but at the same time, it's good that she didn't really stay around, because it would just go against Mavis's magic, since she's mainly a strategist and, I guess, illusionist in a way. Yeah. So Zara staying around in her physical form wouldn't really benefit Fairy Tail in either way in the long run, since she's really not there to begin with, in a sense. We see Mavis get all fired up and ready to take back Gil, ready to lead her family back into the fight, and do what they do best. Now here's the kicker though, here's something it's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. Hopefully. We return to Demaria and getting ready to torture Lucy, and the atmosphere in that is just so... It got dark and eerie where the room they're at. It's pretty good looking setup. I can only imagine what Demaria could do. I mean, she's able to stop time to her will. You gotta remember, the only reason that she got defeated was because when she was fighting Wendy and Shelia, it was in a stop time area, and that was only kind of domain Ultir could intervene. And you know, she boosted Shelley's magic up 10 years or so. So that she could give her the fighting edge to fight Demaria in that stop time area. And of course she lost her magic with it too. And Ultir disappeared. So how they're gonna fight Demaria, I have no clue. And here we go back to a quick shot of Brandish and Polyusha about to save her from her last dying breaths maybe. And Polyusha's kind of like freaking out, where's Natsu, where's Natsu? Saying that she's figured out that tumor isn't really an anti-ether nanos, that it's something much worse. What that worse is, I have two kind of predictions what it is. Now the first one is like the most more believable one, is that maybe Natsu is going E.N.D form, and that tumor is just like growing inside of him, waiting to like maybe overtake him, and so Natsu can actually become E.N.D, which would be pretty freaking crazy. I mean, Gray's already pissed off on the other side of the battlefield. If Natsu awakens E.N.D form, maybe those two could clash at any moment. The second one is maybe Natsu could possibly go dragon form. I know from the second movie announcement we see him like, you know, half dragon eyes and everything. So maybe it's not all that possible that he could be going dragon mode. Maybe it's a new form of magic that could really be destructive or destructive on him as a person, as the host for it. Right now, Fairy Tail's getting good again. We're seeing more progression towards what's going to go on with this battle, what's going on with Natsu, Gray, despite the little mess ups and hiccups that happened within the last few chapters. Natsu's possibly going E.N.D form or dragon form. Gray's pretty much going Ice Demon Slayer magic mode. Mavis is ready to lead a charge into battle again. Eileen's out for blood. There's also Acnologia. Where's he at right now? Is he gonna come back and fuck up some shit again? There's still so much that could happen in Fairy Tail. So just looking forward to the next few chapters. Possible Natsu E.N.D. Anyway, Fairy Tail chapter 502. Starting to look good again. Night Course signing out. Later.